Hey guys, I've just returned from an amazing 2-week holiday in India. It was such an incredible country. If you ever get a chance to visit, I absolutely recommend it. I first landed into Kolkata, then I flew to Indore for my best friend's wedding, which was insane, then onwards to Mumbai before returning to Auckland via Singapore. During my time there, I had some amazing food, met some great people, and even some of my fiance's family in Indore. In this video, I'll be comparing the cost of living between Mumbai in India and Auckland in New Zealand. These cities and the lifestyle of people living in them is vastly incomparable, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how the cost of many everyday items is different. I'll start by comparing everyday fruit and veggies, which makes up a large portion of the weekly cost of living. I'll follow that up by comparing the cost of fast food. After that, I'll look at the price of transport, namely cars and petrol and public transportation. Then onto cost of accommodation near the city centre. And finally, I'll round out the video by looking at the cost of utilities such as power, water, and internet and mobile plans. If you like this video and want to see more just like it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel down below and make sure to give the video a like. I post a lot of video content in the personal finance and investing space. Without further ado, let's get into it. In India, I've used Swiggy to get prices, which is an online delivery platform similar to Uber. In New Zealand, I've used Pack and Save's online website. For the price comparison, I've used an approximate rate of 51 Indian rupee to 1 New Zealand dollar. Starting with potatoes, they sell for around 50 cents per kilogram in Mumbai. In New Zealand, the price is roughly 8 times higher at $3.99 a kilo. Tomatoes sell in Mumbai for 42 rupee, or 82 cents per kilo. In New Zealand, they sell for a whopping $13.99. Capsicum sells in India for 65 rupee, or $1.27 for 2 pieces. In New Zealand, this would go for $3.98. Button mushrooms are 53 rupee, or $1.04 per 200 gram pack. In New Zealand, this would set you back $2.70. A single cucumber weighing around half a kilo would set you back 53 cents in Mumbai, but in Auckland, a whopping $3.99 each. You're starting to get an understanding of how much cheaper food is in India. And these types of prices are actually relatively high because they're from an online delivery service as opposed to going to the local markets. Avocados have a much narrower difference in price, coming in slightly cheaper in India by 25 cents. Iceberg lettuce is 88 cents in India, yet $4.99 in New Zealand. Cut lettuce is a similar price. Red onion costs just 39 cents per kilo in Mumbai, while in Auckland it costs $4.99 for the same quantity. Cauliflower is $5.99 in New Zealand, but it is over 10 times cheaper in Mumbai at 49 cents. For a half kilo of carrots, Mumbai prices are 3 times lower than in Auckland at 57 cents. Spinach in Mumbai is roughly 10 times cheaper, cabbage the same, sweet corn 6 times, celery 8 times, and as you can see here, this just keeps on going for vegetables. India is infinitely cheaper for vegetables, and it begs the question of how we can bring prices down here in New Zealand. Our population is now the 3rd most obese in the OECD, and it's no surprise given how expensive it is to make better choices at the supermarket. Beyond vegetables, we can also make similar comparisons for packaged goods. Potato chips are slightly cheaper in India by 40%, Doritos by a similar proportion, and Act popcorn by about 20%. A litre of unsweetened almond milk actually comes in cheaper here at $2.99 per pack, while in Mumbai this comes to $4.90. Standard milk returns to being cheaper in Mumbai by about 30%. White bread is roughly comparable by weight at 70 cents per 350 grams. Processed dairy food items are generally cheaper in New Zealand, with sliced cheese 10% cheaper in Auckland, butter by 9%, and ice cream by 21%. Paneer and cream, however, are cheaper again in Mumbai by 58% and 28% respectively. Eggs are roughly half price in Mumbai, as is Coca-Cola. Red Bull comes in cheaper in New Zealand by about 40 cents per can. Kellogg's cornflakes are slightly cheaper in India, orange juice as well. When it comes to spaghetti and Nutella, however, New Zealand has the lower prices. If we jump across to meats, chicken is slightly cheaper in India, while chicken nuggets and bacon is cheaper in New Zealand. So that rounds out the grocery comparisons. Overall, Mumbai appears significantly cheaper, especially when it comes to fresh produce. Now let's move over into the fast food comparison. I've taken prices from food delivery apps Swiggy in Mumbai and Uber in Auckland. Starting with McDonald's, large fries are roughly $4 cheaper in Mumbai. The McSpicy burger is roughly 3 times cheaper in Mumbai. The Filet-O-Fish costs a bit over double in Auckland, and the McChicken burger is almost 4 times cheaper in Mumbai. Nuggets are roughly 3 times cheaper in Mumbai as well. Looking over at KFC, a regular pack of popcorn chicken is over 3 times cheaper in Mumbai. Zinger burger less than half the cost in Auckland. A chicken wrap over 3 times cheaper in Mumbai. And 1 and 2 piece of chicken is slightly cheaper in Mumbai. And finally there is Pizza Hut, which sells a large veggie pizza for about 25% less than it would in Auckland. With food out of the way, let's now take take a look at the price of cars. Starting with an electric Hyundai Kona, the price in India is 33% cheaper than in New Zealand. For a 1.2 litre Suzuki Swift, the price in India is even lower by 49%. Oddly, if we instead look at the price of a Toyota Camry hybrid with exactly the same specs, the price in India is 94% greater. There are likely many factors behind the large difference in costs between both India and New Zealand, such as the need to sell at a lower price point over there, the place of manufacture, among others. But their tax structure is also an interesting point in India. Starting with the Kona, as a fully electric car, it is only taxed at 5% in India. Then there's the Swift, which has an engine capacity of just 1200cc, taxed at 29%. The Camry, on the other hand, has a 2500cc engine, and as such is taxed at a whopping 50%. In New Zealand, of course, we only have GST, which is a flat charge of 15%. In addition to purchasing a vehicle, fuel is another large cost of private transportation. As at the time this video was produced, a single litre of petrol in Mumbai was about 26 cents cheaper. Diesel, on the other hand, is roughly the same price, cheaper slightly in Mumbai by 2 cents. Looking at the cost of hopping on the train for a roughly 10-kilometre journey, Mumbai is cheaper by about $1 per trip. So overall, it is cheaper in Mumbai to travel both by private and public transportation. When comparing the cost to purchase or rent an apartment, numbers can be vastly different. To take an objective view, I've used the website Numbeo to find average figures. On average, the cost to purchase a city centre apartment in Mumbai is 30% cheaper than in Auckland per square metre. However, despite having lower real estate prices, their current mortgage rates can be as much as 50% higher than what we're used to in Auckland. So as an estimation, the repayments on an average downtown apartment in both Mumbai and Auckland is probably about the same. If you were to rent in both cities, however, Mumbai comes in roughly 58% cheaper than in Auckland. Along with the cost of housing, utilities are another large cost when it comes to finding a place to stay. Electricity in Mumbai comes in at a much better price than what we're used to in Auckland. For a small household using just 10 kilowatt hours of power a day, Mumbai is 60% more affordable. When I was over there, the temperature was consistently over 30 degrees Celsius, so expect to use a lot more power over there for cooling things down. For a similar fast-speed internet plan, inclusive of a Netflix subscription, Mumbai charges just $23 a month with Airtel, while in Auckland, with a similar plan, this would set you back $90 with Spark. The difference between the two cities is even more stark if we consider a mobile plan with about 50 gigabytes of data a month. Airtel in Mumbai charges just under $8 a month, while Spark charges over 10 times that at $85. Water in India is much more affordable, to the point it's almost immeasurable. While Mumbai charges just 2 cents for a daily usage of 100 litres, in Auckland it would set you back $1.22. Outside of housing, utilities, food and transport, there are a few other items I bought which can easily be compared. A single cappuccino would set you back around 80 rupees or $1.60 in Mumbai, while in Auckland you'd easily spend at least $5. I also found Tommy Hilfiger was a good price, selling polos for just $56, while in New Zealand the exact same shirt would set you back $149. And finally, my trip to India was to visit a friend's wedding, so I had to get a blade shave. It cost just 150 rupees in Kolkata, or $3, while in Auckland it would set you back about $50. So in summary, is Mumbai and India in general cheaper than Auckland? Absolutely, without a doubt. What surprised me most was just how different the price of food was between the two countries. Overall, I had an amazing time in India, and I'm looking forward to going back in December for my own wedding in Indore. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Cheers.